Okay. Ma'am, participants are the assistant professors and associate professors, librarians, lecturers working in the different colleges and universities of India. And they are very active. They are responding and they are supporting the resource person, ma'am. And they are very disciplined also, ma'am. So
Okay,
this
so
is a very special quality of this batch, 14th batch of NEP orientation program.
okay.
And participants, we have with us for today Dr. Salma Shaheen, ma'am, who is working as principal of University Women's Polytechnic, Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh. She joined Aligarh Muslim University in 1982 as a diploma student. She is the gold medalist of diploma in electrical engineering in 1982. Then she joined, after that she has completed further qualification and she joined her services in 1986. Um, she has published around more than 30 research papers in very good reputed journals of India and abroad. She has also presented papers in different seminars and conferences. A good number of papers she has presented. Her specialization is in multimedia technology and applications, data communications and computer networks, secure connections. She has visited many foreign countries for academic purposes. Some of the countries' name are England, Pakistan, Thailand, Singapore, and Malaysia. She has delivered lectures in India and abroad. More than 10 lectures she has delivered in India and abroad as invited speaker, and at Center for Promotion of Science, around 10 lectures she has delivered there. In HRDC of AMU for different orientation programs, for different refresher courses. More than 15 lectures she has delivered there. She has also been the resource person in Ajmal Khan Tibia College. Uh, and she has also been associated with IGNU. She has been associated with School of Education, Aligarh Muslim University of Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh. She is the course coordinator of uh, 10 courses which were organized by different bodies on MS Office. She has successfully guided UG level projects. More than 50 projects she has successfully guided. She is associated with different journals, with very reputed journals as reviewer, as member of editorial board. She has chaired a good number of technical sessions. This is academic part, and an administration part. She is along with the good academicians. She is very good administrator. As I have already informed you that she is currently working as a principal Women's Polytechnic since 2014. She has also worked as assistant DSW in Aligarh Muslim University. She has worked as head of the computer engineering section, Women's Polytechnic AMU. She has been the acting provost of SN Hall, one of our halls in Aligarh Muslim University. She has been the residential warden also in SN Hall. Apart from all these qualities, one of the most important qualities she is having is she is a very good human being, and she is very busy. Ma'am has given us time. Participants, you will enjoy her session. Our participants have always enjoyed her session. And ma'am, thank you very much. We know that how busy you are and you have given us time. Thank you once again for always giving us time and for so committed, dedicated resource person, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shakir, for your kind introduction. I'll try my best that participants must well receive the technical session that you have assigned me. So, participants, shall we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, my slides are visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Assalamu alaikum and very good afternoon to you all. Our today's session is on building capacities of teachers for blended learning. And I think this is the topic of great contemporary importance and usefulness. These are the outlines of my presentation. So before we go into details of this, I think most of the participants are well familiar with the basic concept of online teaching or blended teaching. This is because during COVID-19, we had good experience of online teaching. Otherwise, in practice, we are using offline teaching. So blended teaching or blended learning is combination of both, that is online learning and face-to-face or offline learning. That's why another name of blended learning is hybrid learning also. So today we'll see that how can we improve the capacity of teacher for delivery of quality content, for delivery of quality education, and what are various tools and techniques that can be applied in blended learning so that we can enhance our teaching qualities. So because of advancement in the technology, and especially in the area of ICT, which stands for Information Communication Technology, our students can communicate with their experts, and experts may be from any part of the world and can enhance, can improve their knowledge as well as retention. So the concept of blended learning is not new at all. And it is even before COVID-19, there was already high growth and adoption of blended learning in our education system in various fields, whether it is field of language app or virtual tutoring, or it may be video conferencing or learning any online software. Everywhere, the concept of blended learning is popular. So for now, I would like to give more specific definition of blended learning and can say that this is a type of face-to-face learning. As you can see in this picture, the right side, my right side, the picture shows how the face-to-face learning takes place. And in blended learning, this face-to-face learning is supported by your technology so that students can take the advantage of both online and offline resources. Therefore, we can say that face-to-face learning, whenever it is supported or supplemented by ICT or various other technology, this is known as blended learning. In blended learning, few things are important, like students have to play a more important role, more active role in learning. This doesn't mean at all that teachers are playing less important role or teachers are playing passive role, but the role of teacher is changed. There is transformation in the role of teacher in blended learning. This is because instead of saying that teachers are knowledge provider, so in place of knowledge provider in blended learning, they are working more as coach, more as mentor. This is the major difference. There are three key features of blended learning as listed here. That is, this is in-person teaching, meaning face-to-face interaction with instructors. Similarly, I said that face-to-face learning supplemented and supported by ICT technology is the name of blended learning. So here, the use of technology wherein students can utilize all sorts of online resources, and uh, this also supports real-time and on-demand learning, which includes both types of learning, that is synchronous learning and asynchronous learning. So participants, are you familiar with the concept of the synchronous and asynchronous learning? Can somebody explain, can tell me what it is basically? Can you hear me, participants? Okay. Aditi ma'am, would you like to tell me the difference between synchronous and asynchronous?
Sorry, ma'am.
Sorry, come again, please. So as its name implies, the meaning of synchronous is both teacher and student should be together or should gathered at one time. This is known as synchronous. While in asynchronous, this is not important. Student may download the notes, may go through online, and later on they may discuss this. So this is the basic difference between synchronous and asynchronous learning. Now we'll see how the traditional learning is transformed into 21st century learning. So here we have to see what was the mode of teaching and learning long time back, 3 decades back, let's say, and what's going on today. So as you are the senior teachers are well familiar with the traditional learning because it was totally based on structured curriculum, and of course it was teacher-centric approach. And traditional learning was totally based on subject knowledge, and of course it was type of passive learning which was taking place in isolated classrooms and was totally dependent on heavy textbook, a standard old monotonous type of questions, vivas, and assignment. And there was no emphasis, almost no emphasis or minimum emphasis on students' individuality and diversity, which is the need of the hour. Do you agree with this, participants? Last sentence, do you agree with this? Today, we need a personalized learning for individual students. Do you agree with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll see what is happening in our current century learning. In contrast to traditional learning, this is today's learning is student-centric, and curriculum is many times it is interdisciplinary. And of course, today's learning is more engaging, more active, and moreover, it is collaborative type of learning. And it is important that all students, since they are having different style of learning, therefore the concept of personalized learning for individual students is important because different students, they learn differently. So this is the need of our current century learning style. Now we'll see how the transformation has taken place starting from pre-20th century and from where the concept of blended learning came into practice, all these things. So this slide very clearly shows how the transformation took place in our learning style, starting from pre-20th century, wherein the material, the course material, contents or notes were in physical form, which includes all types of books, hard copy notes, and blackboards. After that, there was a concept of overhead projectors wherein we were using the transparencies. Any participant has used overhead projector?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am. I have used.
Reena madam, is it?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So ma'am, how you were making the transparencies at that time? Would you like to share your experience?
Yeah, first we collected the material for that, and we write on the paper, and then we put the sheet on that paper and copied all the things.
Okay.
And
Have you ever tried printing on transparencies? Because it may be handwritten also. And sometimes what happens, the writing is not very good. Many teachers not having good handwriting. So students are finding it difficult to go through. So the provision for printing the transparencies was also available so that clearly very crystal clear components and the diagrams may be shown to students. But it was really difficult to print transparencies because of heating up, and in winters and summers there was problem of printing on transparencies. But still Reena ma'am has shared her views and ideas regarding transparencies. So this was before, or you can say pre 20th century. After that, before 1919, the introduction of technology in classroom was popular and was in practice. And in 1990 to 2000, there was rise of internet and multimedia, where people started using World Wide Web and CD-ROM. At that time, DVDs were not available. That's why I mentioned CD-ROMs only. And after that, in early 2000, the concept of Web 2, Web 2 and learning management system was popular, wherein teachers were using Blackboard, Moodle, and MOOC courses like that. So, participants, are you familiar with Web 2? What is Web 2? Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see the slides? Slides are
Yes,
visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So my question was, what is Web 2? Have you heard this name before? Web 2 is, can say that this is initial stage of internet. This is during the development of internet, wherein the static type of web pages were there. So this was the transition period, and that's why its name was Web 2. And then Moodle is one digital platform which stands for Modular Object Oriented Dynamic Learning Environment. We'll go into details of Moodle shortly. And then some concept of online courses which are known as massive open online courses. And then in the year 2010, the concept of mobile learning and ubiquitous access came into picture, the meaning of which is every time from everywhere you can get access to the net, that is 24 by 7. Everywhere the learning facility, mobile learning, mobile accessing facility is available. And from 2020 till date, there is a concept of integration of artificial intelligence and blending learning technologies. Therefore, the teaching and learning has almost become automated tutoring. So participants, what do you think? UGC said that 40% of the courses should be covered in blended mode and 60% courses should be offline or face-to-face or traditional teaching method. So what do you think, why this kind of concept is becoming popular, and UGC and the Ministry of Education is promoting everywhere the type of blended learning? What do you think, what for this is gaining ground in the market? Yes, Andrami ma'am.
Ma'am, I think to know more about the background of the students face to face, and while teaching them to know about their activities, so that we can understand their emotions and all that. guess.
Okay, okay, good. So, and also with this, this is true, but also because of that, some lectures may be arranged in blended mode, and this may be arranged, maybe cost optimized also. This is another concept behind this blended learning. Like you may invite some experts, some professors from UK or USA, and they can guide our students. Since it is online, therefore there is no need to make heavy remuneration, heavy payment to the experts. This is another idea behind this. So now we'll see the basic difference between traditional learning and blended learning based on some parameters. The parameters that I've considered here are focus, methods, and limitations. So in traditional learning, focus was more on face-to-face teaching, and it was totally based on physical materials that we have already discussed. And the methods was direct instructions, or you can say that this was teacher instructed physical classroom, and there was no concept of digital technology. Also, the type of limitation in traditional learning, that is restricted access, rigid schedules, limited teaching styles and resources. But in blended learning, the limitations of traditional learning can be improved. As you can see, you can combine your face-to-face learning with digital media, and of course, its outcome would be much better. And another type of concept, which is known as flipped classroom. The meaning of flipped classroom is before starting the class, your instructor, your teacher will provide the notes, all contents in the form of e-notes, in the form of e-books, in the form of YouTube videos, some PPTs, and in many other form. And students are actively engaged in learning and discussing with these notes. And later on, whenever teacher is maybe once in a week or maybe thrice in a month or so, then students can clear their doubts. This kind of concept is known as the concept of flipped classroom. So because of concept of blended learning or flipped classroom, achievements you can see in the last line, definitely there is improved outcomes, and we can focus on personalized learning and can say that customized learning or adapting learning technologies may be obtained in blended learning. And there is no need to discuss too much on what's the need of blended learning. Like I said, as per UGC recommendation, 40 and 60% should be covered. Increase interaction, like interactivity among the students as well as between student and staff can be increased in blended learning. And of course, the concept of enhanced learning, because here students are more actively engaged and therefore they can achieve higher and more meaningful levels of learning in case of blended learning. Here you can see the need for blended learning. Apart from that, some latest news, some articles which clearly shows that the impact of blended learning on student is in positive direction. For example, here you can see the impact of blended learning on student engagement and motivation. Here it says that this is bridging the digital divide, the blended learning. And here it says hybrid learning reshapes Indian higher education. And the last one is IIMs says blended learning programs are drawing lots of international students, which is good for reputation of Indian higher institutes. So these are the advantages of blended learning. And with the help of this picture, you can clearly understand the concept as here. Teacher-led learning. So teacher-led learning may be physical learning or it may be virtual learning. Then using digital technologies, and when you will combine these two together, then the concept of blended learning will come into practice. So some more advantages of blended learning, some we have already discussed. There is repetition of these, but like you can say that with blended learning, just now you have seen, I am said that we are drawing students from all corner of the world because of blended learning. So in that way, enhanced institutional reputation may be achieved and improve student learning outcomes. There is better management and flexibility and many more advantages. These are three core components of blended learning model. As you can see in the diagram, the first one is learning environment component, second is instructional component, and third is media component. So what's the purpose of these three core components in blended learning and how come they are related to each other? As you can see, this double-headed arrow is connecting all these three components. So the purpose of learning environment is to evaluate the environment of learning, meaning whether it would be synchronous or it would be asynchronous, and that should support the instructional objectives. Similarly, the work or the role of instructional component is to select most appropriate instructional strategies that will support the learning objectives. And the third one, as its name implies, media component is used to evaluate the most appropriate media to deliver the content. So these three are the core components, and these are the functions of these core components in blended learning. So in blended learning, we may have many variants, or we can say different models are available in blended learning. As you can see, the list of 7 models of blended learning known as blended face-to-face. This is combination of physical learning with some online activities. The second one, blended online. This is basically online, but on special occasions, we can invite in person or any instructor or teacher for engaging some special sessions in the lab or invited lectures. Then the concept of flipped classroom. Just now I've told you that before starting the class, e-notes would be provided, and occasionally students may clear their doubts with the instructor or the teacher. Then rotation model of blended learning, wherein student may rotate and teacher may plan their course content in such a way that how much portion should be covered in face-to-face, how much time should be given face-to-face, and how much time should be given as in virtual mode or in online learning. This model is known as rotation model. Then the fifth is self-blend, wherein students can take online courses along with traditional in-person courses. That's why its name is self-blend. And some MOOC courses, this may be combined with face-to-face class for some special sessions, for discussion forums, and for activities that is known as blended MOOC. Because otherwise, MOOC is totally online, but its name is blended MOOC because as written in the last, before here in the end of this line, this is face-to-face class session for discussions and activities. And the last but not the least is flexible model, meaning all the course contents are available in both the modes, that is in person also, in online options, and it is up to the students which mode they prefer, or sometimes they may prefer in person and sometimes they may prefer online. One biggest advantage of blended learning, as I said, this is a collaborative type of learning. The meaning of a collaborative type of learning is large number of students may be invited from any part of the world and they can work together. This is the meaning of collaboration here. And virtually, students can meet with their peers, with their co-students, with their teachers, and there is no limit of geographical barriers, or distance limitation is not there, because these are virtual classrooms. And the advantage of increased flexibility can also be achieved, because once it is online mode, we say anytime, anywhere. So since it is combination of both, therefore all these six facilities, that is anytime, anywhere, from anyone, knowledge may be obtained anytime, anywhere, from anyone, and of course, at any speed, in any mode, and in any language. This is the advantage of blended learning. And in blended learning, the resources, our electronic resources and experience, may be reliable, reproducible, and repeatable. So here, the problem that generally it has been noticed these days, the young teachers, or students, generally they feel shy. They don't want to discuss anything in the class. Generally they are not asking question, because most of the time they have either some fear or hesitation. Therefore, all these things can be avoided in blended learning, and very freely students, without any hesitation, without any fear, can share the knowledge, can discuss with their peers and instructors. In that way also, we can say the concept of blended learning is useful. Now we'll come to capacity building, which is the objective of today's lecture, today's talk. So the basic definition of capacity building is, this is the building capacity of teachers. What for? For enhancing their abilities to deliver high quality content, or to deliver high quality education. In other words, we can say that this capacity building may be defined as the process of developing or strengthening skills or resources that are required by many companies, organizations, and businesses, so that people can survive in this fast-paced world. Therefore, it is important that the capacity building for teachers, especially in blended learning, is important, and which is one of the focus of our National Education Policy 2020. So capacity building may be summarized with the help of three steps, starting from development, implementation, and effectiveness. The meaning of development is teachers' assessment. In what form? Professional development of teachers may be assessed. And then its implementation may be obtained by strengthening the design of curriculum, training, and monitoring mechanism. And its effectiveness may be obtained by evaluation of teachers' professional development, evaluating, analyzing, and then discussing it with the teachers would be its effectiveness. So, participants, please let me know, do you have the concept of uh, collection of feedback from student? Do you have this sort of practice in your institution, universities?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, is it in the form of percentage, that how much percentage you have secured during your teaching, or there is any special factor or component wherein the professional assessment of teacher can be analyzed? Is there something wherein students are reporting that teacher is not technologically strong, or not using advanced technology, not using latest tools and techniques during the lecture? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. The students are directly reporting to the administration.
Mhm,
They have their online portal.
mhm.
Teachers would come to know about it when there is something from the administration.
Okay. So what step administration or human resource department, if you are having, what initiative they have taken so far in order to train teachers so that they may become technologically strong?
Ma'am, time to time there are FDPs for one day, which is organized by the university itself
Okay.
for the internal faculty members.
You are from which university?
Ma'am, I'm from Jamia Hamdard.
Okay. What about Chaudhary, sir? Dr. Chaudhary? Dr. Chaudhary is not here? So that's what I'm saying. It is important. It is important to evaluate the effectiveness for capacity building. This is the educational infrastructure in our Indian education system. Roughly, India is hosting approximately 1.5 million of schools with diverse student population of 260 million, and there are 8.5 million teachers. So for teachers' capacity building, it is important to have 50 hours of, at least 50 hours of continuous professional development of teachers is important these days so that they can ensure to deliver high quality education. And government initiative in this direction, there are some portals known as Diksha portal, known as Manodarpan portal, and there are few more portals which are used for capacity building of teachers. So first of all, I would like to discuss Diksha with you. That is, Diksha stands for Digital Infrastructure Knowledge Sharing. Uh, with this portal, there are about 1.44 lakhs of educational contents linked to the curriculum, and this is designed and developed by Ministry of Education. Similarly, there is one more portal. Once again, this is designed and developed by Ministry of Education, known as Manodarpan. As its name implies, this is basically for good mental health and for providing online counseling as well as emotional support through various digital mediums is the purpose of Manodarpan. So these two are government's initiative in capacity building of teachers. Similarly, I would like to point out a few more important things. That is, building teacher capacity is not a one-time event at all. Like Reena ma'am told that she has also used transparencies, handwritten transparencies. Later on, the concept of printing with printer transparencies came in, and then CD-ROMs, and then DVDs, and then gradually you have seen how the technology, advancement in technology is taking place, and it is very important for all teachers to go through the latest. Therefore, I can say that building teacher capacity is not one-time event at all. It is continuous process. For that, a culture has to be maintained. We must inculcate the culture of learning, and innovation is important. For that, it is important to create in each and every institution, in universities, institute of higher learning, it is important to create a safe and supportive environment wherein teachers can work freely. Without any hesitation, teachers can work, and they can share their ideas, they can gain knowledge from others, they may learn from others, can do some experiment, can take risk, and all these sorts of things. If they can do, only then the innovating things will come out. Therefore, it is important that in each and every institution, such kind of facilities should be there, which will help in capacity building of teachers. And apart from teachers, it is also important that students, managerial staff, and all teaching staff should be well familiar, should be familiar with the latest technology. So generally what happens, the students, they are more knowledgeable, or they know how to use latest tools and techniques. On the other hand, the senior teachers are not having, academically they are sound, academically they are very strong teachers, but how to use these tools and techniques to do work quickly, sometimes there is a difference between teachers and students, or you can say there is a gap between teacher and student. So teachers, do you agree with this? Or it's not like that? Sub teachers बहुत advanced, बहुत smart हैं, and all intelligent devices, smart devices they are using, जो आपके students को भी नहीं पता है. ऐसा है या नहीं है?
Sometimes the students, they do not know, but they have to learn this thing before, and we the teachers help them to learn that particular software, how to use, or how to use that platform for the digital learning purposes.
Okay, okay. Anybody else would like to tell me what is their experience, what happens in their class in university? Is it like that कि teacher technology में थोड़े पीछे हैं and students they are well familiar with this, या ऐसा नहीं है?
Ma'am, it depends. Some of the teachers in our
this has
department
to be
also,
added
they
also,
are not
ma'am.
well versed with technology.
Yes, carry on, please.
Yeah, sometimes we also, because one platform called Discord, in the COVID situation, myself do not have any idea about that platform. We usually use that Zoom, Google Meet, this kind of platform for delivering our lectures. So one of my students, few of my students actually, they actually helped me to learn that portal. That need to be added. That's why I have added that. Sometimes we too do not have that proper idea about some learning platform, but students also help us to know about that new platform.
Very good, Dr. Roy. I am happy with your honesty, and this happens everywhere, right? This happens everywhere. So as I said, there is no harm, but we should be familiar with, no matter with whom we are learning, right? कुछ सीखा ही नहीं, क्योंकि स्टूडेंट से या अपने छोटे से या अपने जूनियर से कैसे पूछ लें, this is not good practice, right? So that's what, so I'm happy with your answer, and यही सभी जगह हुआ. हम लोगों ने भी gradually learn किया, because we were not familiar with the online teaching, how it takes place, which platform is good, the pros and the cons of various digital platforms, and what whiteboard collaboration and all that. Gradually we have learned all that. So that's why I'm saying that such kind of training, like Andrabi ma'am told me that some workshops, some training programs regularly her university is organizing, and teachers are learning from there. So is this slide visible? Designing blended learning?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So as I said, see, students maybe they are expert, or they are smart enough to use new tools and techniques. But as I said, teachers are having sound, good academic knowledge. For example, some students are very good in making videos and making reels and posting things and all. But behind video also, there are so many technical things, like what compression scheme should be applied so that the file size of video should be small, and when we should take full motion video and when shall we take half motion video. In addition to that, what are various best video editing software that may be applied for editing of videos. So as I said, since I am having knowledge about multimedia and all, that's why we may guide. Similarly, many other teachers might be having computer engineering, electronics engineering knowledge, and they are well familiar with the various softwares, with various compression algorithms that may be applied, or we may tell our students to use all these things. Similarly, second is technology access. See, the file size should always be small, because sometimes you may have your internet connection which is not having very good speed, because here you are accessing anytime, anywhere. So sometimes it may be slow. Therefore, care should be taken whenever you are making PowerPoint slides. Make sure unnecessary, you should not add too many pictures, videos and all, because otherwise your file size would be big, and because of big file size will take long time in downloading and uploading. So we must tell, and also the storage space, whether you are storing on cloud or on Google Drive, on your hard disk, pen drive, wherever, this will take more space. So unnecessarily, we should not make our PowerPoint slides like that. Otherwise, would be problem for teacher and students as well. Similarly, the third point, it should have good accessibility, meaning students are making videos, or maybe some demonstration purposes, teachers are also making good videos, and there are no captions, okay? Meaning title are not there. So what happens if you are putting both, meaning audio is also there, video is also there, caption in other languages also there, would be helpful, would be useful, would be can be accessed more freely, especially for those who cannot understand English, who cannot understand Hindi. So maybe a subtitle may be in any other language. Otherwise also, without listening, student may learn after going through the caption. उनको videos को वो पढ़ सकते हैं, समझ सकते हैं. In addition to that, those who are physically challenged, like in each and every university, some percentage, some quota for staff and student is reserved for physically challenged people. Am I right? From Government of India, some percentage is reserved. Therefore, we must make provision while we are following blended learning. In blended learning, we must take care those who are visually challenged, those who are having ear impairment or any other problem, how they'll understand your lecture. Like, I'm the resource person for faculty induction program also, and one time my experience is in one batch there were 3 teachers, 3 participants who were visually challenged, and I was showing one video in which there was no audio, and of course there was no subtitle. So in the end of the video, these participants were asking, "Madam, what provision you have made for me? Because I can't see." So even there was no audio. So all these things we must take care during blended learning when we are using technology, so that it should be. I'm sure all the participants are well familiar with these. Very quickly, I'll go through. These are various online resources available for teachers. That is YouTube, free of cost. Many technical YouTubes are available which may help teachers in blended learning. And in TED-ED, which is crystal clear, very good, excellent, wonderful videos are available free of cost. And the last one, which is known as NEPTEL, stands for National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning. This is for downloading material. Technological doesn't mean that does not contain any contents for arts. Arts is also there. So NEPTEL is designed and developed by your reputed IITs and IISc Bangalore. So very good quality contents, technological contents are available on this NEPTEL. And the best part of this platform is whenever students and teachers are posting question on that, immediately you will get many answers to that question so that you may enhance your learning. So this one, the first sentence on the slide, participants are requested to please go through first sentence, which is written in red color. Yes.
Adapting
Please.
technology has is easy
Okay.
training teachers using ICT and the other
So,
tools required for blended mode
okay.
will be tough.
Okay. So, Bhattacharya sir, do you agree with this sentence, the very first sentence, or not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Your lecture is crystal clear, and your approach is to so much enhance us to adapt the tool. We have already adapted it in our colleges.
Thank you so much, Bhattacharya sir. But here it is mentioned that adapting technology is not difficult, right? But training teachers with latest ICT tools is not an easy job. That is what mentioned over here. So just now, Dr. Roy ma'am was telling that during COVID-19, there were few platforms that we were using, and gradually we came to know that which platform is good. So some 5 platforms are mentioned over here, and I hope each and every participants have used this Google Meet, Google Classroom, Cisco WebEx, Microsoft Teams, and Moodle as well. But I'm very sure that many participants will not be familiar with the special feature of each and every platform. अगर उन्होंने एक बार Google Meet पकड़ लिया तो वो कहते हैं that is the best. अगर WebEx पकड़ लिया तो वो कहते हैं that is the best, which is not true. That is what I said. We must change our mindset and must keep on changing, must try again and again the new technologies. So very quickly, I'll go through all these digital platform, and I'm sure participants will gain knowledge with this. Like in Google Meet, you can join Google Meet for conducting classes, for meeting, or for lectures, as at the moment we are having, either through web browser or through Android or iOS app. So who would tell me Android or iOS app? What is this? Are you familiar with this? If yes, very quickly we'll go through next slide. If not, please let me know so that I can explain. What is iOS and what is Android? The difference between these two? Dr. Roy, madam, would you like to throw some light on that?
Yes, ma'am. I didn't understand your question. Please repeat your question.
What's the difference between Android and iOS? Because for using Google Meet, you can use either web browser, or you may use Android, or you may use iOS. So what out of these 3, what you are using at the moment, madam?
Yes, I'm basically using web browser, ma'am. And sometimes Android also I have to use when I'm outside. So that time Android also I'm using. But iOS app I'm not using. I'm not that much familiar with this iOS app.
Okay, madam. But I think your concept is clear in the sense you said that at the time, at the moment you are using web browser, and Android is mobile phone operating system.
Yes,
right?
mobile phone operating system. So yes, when I'm outside.
Google. Design and developed by Google, but iOS is your Apple product, right? This is operating system for Apple phones. Okay, so this is the basic difference. But you can get access to this Google Meet from any 3 this thing, and then
either of these things.
Yes. And then we'll go to Google Classroom. The Google Classroom special feature, whenever you have to distribute, you have to create, you have to grade lots of assignment, then you must use Google Classroom, because it is specialized. The special feature of Google Classroom is creating, distributing, and grading assignments. Of course, very easily you can share files between teacher and students, and this helps you in stay organized. And another important feature which is mentioned in the last, teacher can keep the track on their students, can check easily that who has not submitted the assignment, who has not completed the homework, and can get direct and real-time feedback, and can distribute the grades right in the classroom. This is the best feature of Google Classroom. So for teaching your class, for teaching your subject, if you have to do all that, you must prefer Google Classroom. Like you have seen for Google Meet, there are various ways of getting access. Similarly, for Google Classroom, there are 3 ways. One is get access through web browser. Another is you may use installed app. For that, you have to go in either Play Store or Apple Store. And third is, as you can see in this slide, Google app. Go in Google Classroom and can start using this. So here you can create your class for different subjects, for different labs, as many as possible. For example, I have created for 3 different subjects wherein number of students are also mentioned. So whenever you are creating class in Google Classroom, see the room number, you may also mention that it would be, your class would be in assembly hall or in a smart classroom or in G1 or T1, whatever. So what for room is there if this platform is used for online teaching only? So that is the concept of blended learning, because students may be in class or teacher may be in class or student may be outside. So it is important to indicate the classroom where this class will take place. So here you may mention each and everything so that student may know. Like for 3 different subjects, I have created my class, the subjects that I am teaching. And in the end of each class, okay, let me switch on the pointer. Can you see the laser pointer? Participants, can you see the laser pointer?
No. No, ma'am, till now we cannot see.
But
To
slide
make
you
it
can
a,
see?
Yes, you can see the slide, ma'am.
Okay, but pointer is not visible to you.
no, pointer is
Yeah.
not visible.
Okay.
Please,
Okay.
ma'am, make it a separate color like red or like that. Your
Okay,
cursor is also visible.
Okay, okay. Okay, so in the end of each class, you may find 2 icons. One is wavy arrow and another is your rectangular box. So since all participants have already used this digital platform during COVID, so can somebody tell me what for these 2 icons are used? क्या करते हैं हम इन दोनों icon से? One is wavy arrow and another is rectangular box. What does these 2 icons indicate? Yes, Fazlur Rahman sir. Is he here?
Hello.
Mohammad Fazlur Rahman.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
हाँ सर, बताएंगे कुछ?
Hello, madam.
Yes sir. Yes ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Can you please make your slide presentation in the slide presentation mode? Then
Okay.
you can use your pointer, I think.
Yes, I'm using in slideshow, and then pointer or different color pens are also available. But I'm surprised that why you
But
can't
here,
see
ma'am, we can see all the slides in a chronological manner. So you have to go to the slideshow mode.
Yes, it is. It is already in slideshow, and only in slideshow you may see this pointer. Otherwise, the pointer will not work.
Yes, the pointer is not working. Yes.
Okay, so pointer
That's
will
right.
not go, but pointer is visible to me. I can move the pointer, but let me try once again.
Can you just, yes, ma'am. Can you just click on that button? Yeah.
And then can see pointer, laser pointer. Okay, it is visible to me moving this.
No, but we cannot see it. I
Okay.
don't know. Maybe there's
Okay.
some
Okay.
discussion.
Okay. So yes, tell me what for this wavy arrow and box is used. जब आपने कोविड में यूज किया तब इसको यूज करते थे या नहीं? ये दोनों का यूज किया, इन दोनों आइकन्स का?
Classroom I have used, ma'am. Classroom I'm using, but the two difference between these two icon that
Okay. Okay.
maybe.
Okay, Dr. Rai, that is what I'm telling you, that these are small tools, but
Things,
very
yeah.
efficient and very effective. You can see very quickly what they do. The arrow, this arrow indicates it will open all your notes for this particular classroom directly in Google Drive. If you'll click on
Okay.
this, directly
Okay.
all your notes would be visible in Google Drive. And sorry, this one, rectangular box, right? And wavy
Okay.
arrow is to display the award list in consolidated form, whatever test, whatever viva you have conducted. Have a quick look. Have a quick look what happens. This is whenever you are clicking on the rectangle, right? All notes for this particular classroom, chapter wise, unit wise, would be visible. So
all the
this
folders will be visible, yes, in the
yes,
drive,
yes,
from the drive.
yes, on the drive. And second is your wavy arrow. If you'll click on that, all this is your roll list. The first sectional, second sectional, viva voice, who has
Yes, the
conducted,
grades.
who has not conducted. So see, madam,
Yeah.
it is very small but very useful, right? So the same list, same grade list, you may float on the Google Classroom, so every student can see, and also teacher can monitor that this one has submitted late. Like here, it is written that she has submitted late. And then some other important features of this Google Classroom, whenever you feel like, or let's say for teaching any subject, you are having more than one teacher in lab. In that case, co-teachers or peers may also be included in the same classroom. And one more wonderful feature of this Google Classroom is very easily you can create under this classwork tab, you can create assignments, quiz assignment, questions, material, various topics. Deadline for all these may also be set from here. And there is no need to write each and every question. Whatever you are having in your hard disk on your Google Drive, you may upload maybe from any URL, maybe from any YouTube, and can add as many assignments as you want directly from your any storage space. ठीक है, जहां पे पहले क्वेश्चंस बनाए थे उन्हीं क्वेश्चंस को आप अपलोड कर सकते हैं, नए क्वेश्चंस भी आप बना सकते हैं. But as I said, in blended learning, various new technologies, various forms of teaching and learning can be used. As I said, different students, they learn differently, है ना? So today there is a need of पर्सनलाइज लर्निंग की जरूरत है. और कुछ लोग सुन के, कुछ लोग देख के, कुछ लोग पढ़ के समझते हैं. सबकी प्रायोरिटीज अलग अलग होती हैं. That's why various ways, various methods may be applied so that student can learn, can gain knowledge. And sometimes whenever we are starting our class, so आपने देखा होगा feedback में students are writing that teacher is very boring. Every day she or he starts her or his class from the hard copy notes. आके पढ़ना शुरू कर देते हैं या आके PPT दिखाना शुरू कर देते हैं. So I think teachers, we must try different styles. Someday, maybe for 1 week, different style. So for that also, Google Classroom is helpful in the sense you may float some question. Whatever आपने पिछले टर्न पे पढ़ाया था, previous class में, whatever you have taught, one question for that topic, you may float in Google Classroom and ask students to answer the question. So from here, you may start the discussion, which may be slightly new for students. And from here, you can check the knowledge of the student, whether they have learned something or not. maybe nobody is able to answer that question, then it is clear that topic is not there to our students. And provision for students can see the class summary. For that particular question, some good points, some important information, some key points student can go through, can read, और फिर चाह के वो उसको पढ़ के भी उस क्वेश्चन का आंसर कर सकते हैं. Such kind of things are also available in Google Classroom. As I said, the type of questions that we can prepare may be short answer question or multiple choice question. One question you may do it only for computer students, maybe for art students, only for science students. All these things may also be set from here. And then we'll switch over to next digital platform, which is Cisco WebEx. So Cisco WebEx कब use करना चाहिए? Whenever you have to convene lots of online meetings, team messaging, file sharing, but with integrated voice and video. In that case, you must use Cisco WebEx. So for Cisco WebEx, there are two options. Either you can host the meeting or you can join the meeting. If you are the host, then you have to log in from your email ID. And you can also create your personal room in Cisco WebEx, like I have created. This is SS stands for Salma Shaheen, and I can start the meeting if I am hosting the meeting. I can join the meeting if somebody else is hosting the meeting, and all schedule for a month or for a year can be arranged here. See, this is the picture of my personal room. My name is here. Similarly, if you log in from your name and you would be the host, your name will appear here. Some wonderful, colorful, very artistic, eye-catching backgrounds are also available as theme that you may place behind your this classroom. And in Cisco Classroom, let's say you are engaging class with this engaging lecture or convening meeting, there's a provision for to log the meeting, so that those who are joining late, you may not allow them to enter. So they have to wait in a lobby for some time, and if you wish, they may join. You may unlock them, otherwise they will not be able to attend the meeting. Similarly, next digital platform known as Microsoft Teams. This is basically a collaboration app. What for we shall use this digital platform? This allows you your team, entire team, to stay organized and have conversation. Even if you are having free version of Microsoft Teams, you are allowed to use unlimited chats, audio and videos, 10 GB of file storage for the entire team, no matter how many members in your team are. Plus, it also provides 2 GBs of personal storage for each individual. For everybody, you will get 2 GB of personal storage space. Then there is another digital platform. I'm sure that this digital platform, none of the participants have used during COVID-19. Is it? Or somebody has used? Moodle, have you used? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. So that's why I said, because this, as you have seen, Google Classroom, Google Meet, Cisco WebEx, Microsoft Teams, all these are purely digital platform for online teaching. But this Moodle is good for
Well,
blended learning, distance learning.
I guess the Moodle doesn't give the access to the individual. It needs the access through the institution, I guess.
You are right. You are right. Okay. You are right. And also, whether as teacher, as manager, or as administration, for that also you have to take permission and you have to register, you have to log in. Only in that case you would be allowed to use Moodle. So most of the institution at the time of COVID, including Aligarh Muslim University, has taken the licensing of this, and we were allowed to use Moodle. Anyways, as I said, this is good for blended learning, for flipped classroom, and also for distance learning mode. The special feature of Moodle is this contains learning management system, which is not available in any of the digital platform. So what is learning management system? With this, teachers, apart from delivering their notes, their contents, they may also monitor the performance of the students. Like, you may keep the track of performance of students, whether they have enrolled your subject or not, whether they have registered for this subject or not, how much is their attendance, and what grade they are securing. All these things may easily be administered by using Moodle. So from administration point of view and for delivering contents point of view, Moodle is good. And whenever you feel like to add some chapters, some new topics and all, you have to take the permission as manager or as a teacher. Then you may add as many chapters or as many contents as you want. So after discussing these 5 platforms with you, please have a quick look on its consolidated form. And it is important to know that how much is the participant limit in Google Meet, Google Classroom, and accordingly you may select the platform. And the time limit for this session also you can see here. And then learning management system, as I said, is available only in Moodle. And by using some additional app can be applied in Google Classroom, otherwise it is not available. Then audio and video support is not available in Google Classroom and Moodle. Video conferencing is also not available in Google Classroom and in Moodle. And the name of the companies, and in one chart, how many participants you can see. This is also stated here. And the year in which it was launched is also mentioned here. As you can see, Google Meet and Microsoft Teams was launched in the year 2017. And people were using this. So we should not say that, of course, we were not using, that's why we are not familiar. We have started this after COVID-19, but the concept was quite in even before COVID-19. Now, very quickly, we'll see some whiteboards, some more notes taking or some voice recognition system, which are a real game changer in our classroom, and we can make our teaching more effective, more useful. For that, we are starting from Google Keep. So participants, do you use this tool known as Google Keep? Yes or no?
Yes.
Geetanshri ma'am, are you using this Google Keep? Google
We do
Keep.
not, ma'am. Yes. We
Okay.
do not know, but now onwards, after getting the knowledge from your presentation, I feel that today itself I learned that how to use this Google Keep. Thank you, ma'am.
Really, this is so good because it does not take, does not require any special effort, any special knowledge,
Yes.
intelligence. Only the thing is we don't want to try, right? But it is
Yeah.
so very useful. Ma'am,
Most of
only
us
one
are actually, ma'am,
will take less than
reactive.
1 minute time, and you can
Yes.
see the importance or the significance and how it is playing instrumental role in jotting down your notes. You will really enjoy. So please have a
Yes.
quick look on this Google Meet. The special feature of Google Meet, go in Google Meet, press enter, you will get all the facilities. This is basically note taking and listing service. You may list all your notes. It will keep all your notes, will archive all your notes, even you have taught 10 years back, 20 years back, it will keep intact, organized, very well organized, your all notes, old notes and new notes as well. As it is mentioned over here, can create, edit, and organize your notes. And whatever is in your mind, you may note down in Google Keep. No need to take tension, no need to remember again and again. And here you may mention whether it is related to household work. Very good for ladies, because every day there are so many tasks for female teachers. They are supposed to do so many things. So this kind of sticky things may be made in Google Keep. And you can also set reminders, alarms, and all. So please have a quick look. This is the screen of Google Meet. This is a small rectangular box you can see, but it doesn't mean you can type only this much notes. It will keep on increasing as much as you want. You may type entire chapter, entire file here. So typing, apart from typing, You may do copy and paste from internet, from your old file, from your PPTs, whatever is available with you, you may do copy and paste here. Different themes, different colors are available to make your notes more eye-catching, more interesting, more professional looking. For that, you may set the theme or the background. These are the different colors available. So notes, you may click from here, reminders for editing levels and for archiving your notes here. So for listing all your notes, all chapters, all units, you may click on this icon and list view. So all your notes at a glance would be visible. Later on, if you want to delete, go in this more icon and delete and add levels. If you want to add drawings, some pictures, some checkboxes, that can also be done. Say, for example, I'm listing view. So only 3 different chapters or notes I have prepared just for demo purposes. And you can see all these notes like Introduction to Computers, Fundamentals of Computers, and 3D Modeling, only on 3. Then there is one more option for collaborators. You may share your notes with some people. And if you want to keep it private or personal, there is no need to share. So with how many people you want to share, click on collaborator. The list of mail lists would be appeared, and you may click only those people or participants with whom you want to share your notes. As you can see, the list is visible to you. So at the moment, I am sharing my notes with these people only. So apart from this Google Keep, there is a whiteboard, which is also known as collaborative whiteboard, because whenever during COVID-19, teacher and students were complaining, whenever students are asking questions, teachers are not able to reply because they say there is no blackboard, there is no whiteboard. Some teachers were using blank PPTs, but I think this is wonderful facility known as Google Jamboard. Whenever we are teaching our classes, sometimes we forget to make important announcement, important definition, important statements. So what we can do, can prepare sticky notes, right? Can prepare sticky notes like that, right? Like in hard copy form, we are using this colored sticky notes, right? Writing something for remembering and then putting flag anywhere. So this same kind of thing can be applied in Google Jamboard. And this I have prepared simple demos. What are you doing? Where were you? So here you may either type question or your test would be like that. Last date for assignment and all. And Google Jamboard, during your PPTs, you may insert different kind of colors, pen and pencils may be utilized. Let's say you have to draw some diagram. Immediately, you may take it from this icon. Left side, various tools are available, like circle, rectangle, pyramid, and all that can be drawn from here. And let's say if you have to give the demo on graph paper, right? So different type of graph papers or grid like this, check type, blank type, line type, dot type, everything is available. Take this and can explain to your students on graph paper. This I have prepared some geometrical figures from this tool. Many figures are available. You may draw this. So apart from this Google Jamboard, it belongs to Google, that's why its name is Google Jamboard. There is one more, which is known as Miro board. Miro board is a board which is used for brainstorming, for visualizing your ideas. You may collaborate with some experts in different part of the world, and whatever information or knowledge you are not having on that particular field, subject, area, you may invite some collaborators. Please have a look. Very quickly, professional type templates are available. This is one template I have taken for market segmentation. Like For market segmentation, there are generally 4 segments, that is demographic, psychographic, behavior, and geographic segmentation. All these 4 segmentations are shown here. Let's say you have collected, let's say, Roy ma'am has collected data on demographic. Similarly, Reena ma'am has collected on let's say geographic segmentation, somebody else on behavior. So all these things may be discussed together, and from here you may share the information, and whatever information, data, analysis, your Excel sheet, your PPT, your document is available in pen drive, Google Drive, hard disk में है, उसको आप directly अपने segment पे upload कर सकते हैं. That's why I said this kind of board is collaborative board. Sometimes please try this, will not take more than 30 seconds or 1 minute to see what it is and how it works. So participants, my request is those who have not used Miro board, Google Jamboard, whiteboard and all that, please try and see how useful, how significant it is. And also, if you are using in class different kind of things, then it is more interesting for our students. Like monotonous things are too boring, because they are well familiar with your teaching style. ये रोज यही use करेंगे, ये करेंगे, then it should not happen. अपना different type की चीजें use करना चाहिए. So participants, do you use this digitizer or graphic tablets? Yes or no?
Sorry
ma'am.
to say, ma'am, this is also no.
Okay, probably maybe you are not familiar with the name, but you might have used what it is. This is for this is a small hardware and software. Let's say whatever you have to write, let's say on the screen you have to write something, and your screen is not touch screen. In that case, what do? Are you using keyboard? Are you using mouse? Keyboard. So if you are using keypad and you are moving your finger, then let's say you have to write your name, Dr. Reena Dubey, will take time, and also characters will not be that crispy or crystal as you can write with your own hand or finger, right? Similarly, if you are using mouse, would be much more difficult to write and would be more time consuming. So this device, you will get one pad and one paper or pen. That pen is known as electronic pen or stylus. You may start writing on that pad, maybe equations, maybe sentences, may draw or do your signature. Each and everything would be directly visible on the screen. There is no need to use keyboard, no need to use mouse. There's no need to use any intermediate device. Whatever you are writing directly would be displayed on the screen. Please have a look on the picture of digitizer like this. And there is USB port. You may connect it with your laptop or desktop and start writing, would be available. Then there are some more hardware or software or tools available known as speech recognition system, and they may also be applied for blended teaching, for e-teaching and e-learning. I'm sure participants have used a free version of speech recognition. As its name implies, whenever you are speaking in class, what happens? Sometimes our pitch is too low, or maybe my speed is too high, meaning number of words per minute is too high. So students are not able to understand what teacher is saying, maybe because of low pitch, maybe I'm not having good pronunciation, and maybe my speed is not apt. So what students are doing, whenever they have to note down some key points or important points, they are jotting their notes in encrypted form. They are using acronyms, they are using short names. And whenever they are going through their notes themselves after a week or so, they will not be able to recognize what it was written, क्योंकि उन्होंने जल्दी में short forms note कर लिए. So this speech recognition system, I'm talking about the paid license version. There would be one speaker, a teacher or instructor may wear that microphone or may put as caller mic, may speak. Whatever teacher is saying would be visible on the screen. So all the students, especially physically challenged students, can see what teacher is teaching, what teacher is saying, and very quickly each and everything, whatever you are saying, would be available on the screen, your monitor, or maybe on the projector screen. Another important part of this speech recognition, whenever teachers are doing evaluation, sometimes a teacher feels lazy. बहुत सारे time अगर वो marking copies की करते हैं तो sometimes it is boring for them. Do you agree with this? Although it should not happen, but sometimes
Yes, ma'am.
it
Yes,
happens.
ma'am. It
And
happens.
if time limit is there, maybe 2-3 days, then we are having too much of tension that how we are going to complete 80 answer sheets in 3 days. Marking should be correct, it should be appropriate, total should be correct, and all that. So this kind of tension, this kind of problem may be resolved up to some extent by using speech recognition system. For teacher, it is no need to use a red pen, paper, copy, no need to write remarks, no need to write marks. All these time, directly you may speak, and in the Excel sheet, it will enter the marks along with the remarks that assignment was not appropriate. Say, for example, question number 3 was not good, diagrams are incomplete, you must add some more diagrams. Whatever suggestion teacher is saying, instead of writing, you may speak and can keep the record of that student, because this is in soft copy form. So it would be useful for writing letter of recommendation. Whenever our students are going for their higher studies, for their masters, maybe in India and abroad, there is a trend that universities are asking to submit the letter of recommendation from your teacher. So after 3-4 years, whenever our students are approaching us, honestly speaking, we are not able to recognize students' performance. So simply we are writing the student was good, wonderful performance and whatnot. So from this soft copy form, you may see the name of the student and can see the percentage of marks, his remarks in the project and the assignment, and can write genuine letter of recommendation. So here I'll show it to you, some freely available this speech recognition systems which are freely available, and you can make best use of this. This is part of your Microsoft Word, right? Microsoft Word, as I said, this works well in Word, PowerPoint, and Outlook. How it works: click here, dictate, and then the cursor will appear along with this mic. Click once again on this mic. Now, whatever you are saying will start typing here. There is no need to use keyboard. There's no need to type. There's no need to see each and every word. You may speak in the microphone और आपकी word file prepare हो जाए. Similarly, you have to put punctuation mark, and you have to move in next line, comma, full stop. There are 2 provisions. Either it may be manual, in that case you have to use keyboard. Otherwise, once again, you may speak next line or comma or full stop or next page. It will work accordingly. Apart from Microsoft, there is another one known as Google Doc. For here, you have to type from your Google account. Believe me, hundreds of editing and formatting documents commands are available, and you can easily do the formatting typing. Please have a quick look how it works. You have to log in, then go in Tools, click on voice typing, and this is the arrow. One sample I have prepared for you, that is, this is just a test. I'm saying, और cursor उसके आगे वो सब लिखता जाता है जो आप कहते हैं. One more I have prepared for you, that is, hi, what are you doing, or where are you? So these are a few things that can be applied. And as I said, today we are in the era where the concept of artificial intelligence is popular, wherein everything the softwares and the computer machines are doing, it is working exactly in the same way as somebody is doing. So what is Chat GPT? Maybe participants are using Chat GPT for preparing their notes, or maybe using Canva for preparing slides, maybe DAL-E for preparing diagrams and etc. Simply, you have to speak, you have to say, do this for you, and wonderful notes, PPTs, diagrams, all these AI-powered tools are doing. So some AI-powered tools, please have a quick look. Like ChatGPT, I think people are already familiar. Apart from ChatGPT, there are many more from different companies. ChatGPT belongs to OpenAI, while from other companies like Google, Bard is there, Bing, Copilot, Jasper, and Canva. Canva is wonderful platform for preparing PPTs, right? Similarly, let's say you have to make any diagram, any picture, you may speak. Like here, I said, draw. I said, draw a picture of an astronaut riding a horse, in photorealistic style. So such kind of pictures it will prepare for you. If you are not happy, you may ask him to do it again, regenerate, or you may ask this DAL-E to prepare a picture of wonderful, beautiful fresh rose in a transparent vase on a beautiful table. Immediately, within few seconds, it will draw the same picture for you. Depending upon how intelligently you are giving input, accordingly you will get the output. So these are the various AI tools. If you have not used, participants, I'll request, please use it. Nothing is difficult. You don't need any special knowledge or any special kind of training to use this. Only thing is, we do not try. So with these words, I would like to stop here. Thank you so much for patient hearing. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful presentation and very informative session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma'am,
You are welcome. You are welcome, ma'am.
for the wonderful presentation and the informative session. I personally learned few new things from your presentation, especially regarding the Google Classroom. Though I'm using it, but few of the features which I am also unaware about today, I came to know, and I would be using those in future. I have a doubt, not a doubt, just wanted to know about the Diksha and Mano Dharpan, which has been launched by the government of India, but how to access these two? Like Diksha is for the blended learning, and the other one support the mental health of the teacher.
Okay. So if you are going on a website of this and you may register yourself, are you not able to get access?
Actually, I did not try yet, but Mano Darpan, I think we need the permission from the institution itself.
Yes. If you are having your institutional mail ID, let's say JMI mail ID, right, which clearly indicates that sometimes they may ask for verification, but if you are having your institution mail ID, I think you can get access. So there is one more known as Nishtha, which is mainly for teachers building capacity. So Diksha, Manodarpan, and this Nishtha, you may try these three from your educational institutional ID and see how it goes. Otherwise, I'll get back to you. You might be having my mail ID. Problem, if any, may be contacted. Anjami ma'am, thank you so much for your positive response. And as you said, you were not familiar with the two icons. Similarly, I'm not familiar with many icons because we don't use. Right? So until unless we'll not use, we'll not see the purpose or the significance or their role, importance. So that's what I'm saying. For that very purpose, this training program is for teachers, so that we can improve our teaching and learning habits, I must say, or the style, right? Thank you so
very
much.
much.
Thank you so much.
And once again.
Thank you.
Hello, am I audible, participants? Hello, participants. Sandhya ma'am. Hello, participants. Participants, am I audible? Am I?